Hola a todos y bienvenidos a la clase de español. Yo soy la profesora Botero-Moriarty, and I am super excited to welcome you to my Spanish class. A little bit about me. This is my crazy crew. I am from Colombia, born and raised until my teenage years when I moved to the United States. And this is my family, my four crazies that eventually some of you will meet during some of our office hours if we happen to be at home with them. It's hard to keep the house quiet with all of them. So I know that this is an online class, and the biggest thing that I like is to reassure you that I am here for you the entire time and that communication is very, very important so that you don't feel like you're doing this on your own. So, we are still a class. You will have classmates, you will have support, and most definitely, you'll have me. So, this is me. If you ever want to share about you in your emails, I would love to hear more about who you guys are. So, this is our Spanish class, and I'm going to touch base on a few things that I want to highlight, and some other things you'll be able just to read on your own from my announcements, from syllabus, and all that. So, the first thing that I would like for you all to do is to access our syllabus and read it carefully. I know it's a tedious process, but it is very important to know all of our expectations that are there and know that those things that are included in our syllabus are the things that I'm holding you accountable. So, please take the time to read that syllabus, and there will be a syllabus quiz as part of our attendance for the first week. Mostly, this class is going to be asynchronous. That means that you get to work at your own pace and kind of work with the assignments on your own. So, we will not have live meetings for teaching purposes, but there are going to be some due dates, and I will go through that later. And the other component of our class is the partner chats, because we are going to be developing communication skills via listening, writing, speaking, and reading in Spanish. So, chats are going to be activities that will put those new communication skills to the test. They can be a lot of fun and an opportunity to also get to know some of our classmates. So, one of the most important expectations that I want you to really always keep in mind is that we are learning a skill. We are going to use it and grow with it. And remember, you did not learn your native language in one semester in your life. So, make sure that your expectations for a foreign language are the same. We are introducing new information about a foreign language, and we are being given opportunities to work and improve that skill. But at no point are you being expected perfection. We are expected to practice to get to proficient in what we are studying. Mastering these items doesn't come by just memorizing something or by taking a test, okay? It's going to come with practice. So, please be patient with yourself as you go through this process. Required items in our class are going to be the Portales digital code. I'll touch base on that. Zoom for any communication that we're going to have between you and I. And if at any point in time I will assign work that is outside of Portales that require any other apps, I will describe them and give you specific instructions on how to use those different apps when the time comes. So, for right now, you'll need the Portales digital code and Zoom. Attendance. So, attendance in our class, because like I said, it's asynchronous, it's a little bit different. You will complete your work for the due dates, but also you will have the mandatory office hours. And what we do during these times is that we can work on topics that you're struggling with. A lot of times, just presenting it a little bit different than what the book presents it may just click with you. But if you're not struggling with any of the particular topics, these are also perfect opportunities for you and I to just meet up and have a Spanish conversation where if you were put in a Spanish speaking country, how would you react. Okay, so it will help you to work on those physical cues or the particular catchphrase, like, please repeat yourself, or slower, or I don't understand, or what does that mean. Those cues that in a conversation will make yourself understood, and those are going to be very valuable. Late work, please make sure that you're reading through this on our syllabus so that there is no confusion. Technical issues, of course, there will be times when your internet's not working, or when you're having problems with Portales or with our school system, whichever those things are. Please account for that. So when you're looking at the calendar when things are due, don't wait until the last minute to complete the activities, because then, as life has it, that's the day when you're going to have the issues. Prepare for any possible technical issues. I will tell you that one of the biggest things is when you're going to take a test, especially, power cycle your computer, make sure that you're deleting your cookies, and make sure that your technology is working before you get started. Okay, so help requests, we'll go through that. That is through Portales on how to ask for help. VHL issues, so for example, my recordings are not working. Okay, then that is something that you have to refer directly to VHL, because I don't have the power to help with that. And email, any issue, please, you need to communicate with me and be proactive. Most of us have access to our emails on our phone, so even worst case scenario, your computer's not working, your internet's not working, you have that phone to send me a quick note that says, Profe, I'm having this and this and this issue, what can I do? And then we can work from that. Again, communication, it is easier to be proactive and fix that than come in after the fact and try and go back and fix what's happened. And then we'll talk a little bit about how academic honesty will be expected in my class, which is a little bit different in some specifics as it would be on other classes. So getting started, where do we go from there? The first thing you're going to need is you will always need to check our school system for weekly announcements. I post these usually Mondays, where I give you the important information about what's happening that week. So it could be simply a video recapping some common mistakes that I'm noticing when I'm grading. It could be the test password for the test that we're taking that week, or any other announcements. So make it a habit of always checking with our school system for my announcements. I try to avoid email as much as possible so that our things don't just get lost in all of the emails that we get. You're going to read the course syllabus, as we mentioned. Then we are going to take that syllabus quiz, which is mandatory. And you're going to need to purchase the Portales code and complete the registration process. In that process, you need to use your real name that matches your school records and the school email. Please do not use personal emails. And then you're going to check and make sure that you have reliable internet, functioning headphones, functioning camera, and a functioning microphone. All of these items are required for your activities, and it will affect the quality of the work that you submit if you don't have, for example, a good microphone. So please make sure that you have these items readily available. Complete a power restart and cleaning your cookies regularly, but like I said, especially on test days. So Portales, when you go to visit vhlcenter.com, you're going to create an account. And again, make sure that you're using your real name and school email. This is what it looks like when you log in. You got to create an account. Then you're going to purchase our book. So make sure that you are not purchasing a physical book. I'm going to walk you through this. These codes can be purchased at the bookstore or directly from the VHL Central website. If you go in after your registration and it says redeem a code, it's going to bring you to this screen when you're going to enter a code if you already have it, or you can purchase a code. If you click on purchase a code, it's going to bring you to a list of textbooks. And under Spanish, these are some of the options that they have. We are using Portales. When you click on Portales, there is a loose leaf format, not what we need, and a digital format. That is what we need. So you purchased that, you bought it from the bookstore. Now what? Now you have the instructions that are attached to my announcement on how to find our class, log in for our class, and you then are able to see the work that is going to be due this week. The course calendar options. So on our syllabus, I've added the list of due dates, but I have also included a PDF form into our announcement if you want to print that. But there are also digital calendar options on Portales. You go to your course dashboard as soon as you register. This is what's going to show the things that are due and the things that are previously due dates. So any assignments that you have missed, and you see them as they come in. And when you click on, say, for example, click on January 17th, then it allows you to get started on that work. Also, if you go on these tabs and you go to calendar, it will display the monthly calendar and an estimated, please keep in mind that this is an estimated time of completion for the particular work that is assigned on that day. So the computer has created this estimated time of 2 hours and 36 minutes to complete the 12 homework assignments, 8 online assignments, and 1 speaking assignment. It can take you less or it can take you more. So this is just so that you can plan ahead and say, okay, if I have this week 2.5 hours of Spanish homework, how do I go about it? And that is going to be the biggest thing that you're going to work on, time management, to make sure that you're successful and not rushing on Wednesday night to complete 2.5 hours of work, because we want to make sure that you are understanding the material, but also that you have time to ask questions if an activity is not clear. So those are the options for your calendar. Online work, you're going to complete it on your own. There's great tutorials that take place in lieu of me lecturing you in class, since this is an online class. But there is also the textbook, and it's called eCompanion. So anytime that you hear me talk about the eCompanion, it's your textbook. When you go to the tabs and you go to content and you drop down to eCompanion, that's going to pop the textbook, and you can look for topics by the chapter and section. And so if you watch the lesson video and it still doesn't make sense, look at the eCompanion, read through their explanations, and that may be all you need to have the material understood. But if at that point you're still struggling with the material, that's a great opportunity for you to stop where you're at, send me an email, meet up with me, and then go from there. But again, this all takes time management so that you're not doing it on Wednesday night before that Thursday assignment, because then when you complete the assignments are late. So planning ahead is